So welcome into the channel. If you're new here, I'm a reseller who finds all my inventory buying storage units, going to thrift stores, going to garage sales and flea markets. In this video, I recently bought a storage unit and I ended up finding some loose cards in there. And I also found this pack of 1988 Topps baseball cards. This is not sealed, as you can see right here. Let me go ahead and open this up and show you. It looks like it is complete. I haven't gone through here yet because I wanted to open it up with you and see what we can find together here. They do look a little bent. This storage unit, it was all marked 2015, so it's been in there for at least 10 years. I don't know if the people ever went through this or if it's just been untouched in there. I don't know if there's any cards missing or not. But up on the screen here, I actually watched a recent video on YouTube, and I'll actually put this on the screen so you can get a better view of it. But there was a video that counted down the top 25 cards in this set that we should be looking for. So I'll quickly scan through here. This is what we're going to be looking for as we go through here. Now, I am new to the whole sports card collecting, so I might miss a lot of these cards. I might mispronounce a lot of these names. So if you see me go over a card here, and you know that it's valuable or something, go ahead and drop in the comments. I am still learning a lot about this whole niche. So those right there are the top 25 cards that we should be looking for. So they rated these the top 25 cards based on value if the cards are graded and rated at a PSA 10. And they were anywhere from like $20 and up. In that video that I watched, they also named some honorable mention cards, which are error cards. You can see the Mark McGwire there. At the bottom, there's a white triangle right there, and then this one does not have it. This is kind of like a variation, I guess. I didn't really understand what they were saying there, so we'll be looking for that card. This one right here, this one has the text box, and this one doesn't, so I believe this one is the error card that we need to be looking out for. This one right here was the most valuable in the whole set. So they also named these right here the most valuable 1988 Topps cards that we should be looking out for in this set. The Robin Ventura, Tino Martinez, Mark Grace, Jim Abbott, and the Roberto Alomar. So we're definitely going to be on the lookout for those cards. I'm really excited to jump in here and see what we can find. So without further ado, let's jump in here and get started. So I think the way I'm going to do it is I'm just going to pull out a stack from this side. We'll look through those and then we'll just go through the whole set here as we go. But let's pull out a little stack here, put that to the side, and then obviously we're going to be looking for all those cards that I mentioned on the screen there. So let's just go through here and see if we can recognize any of those cards. And I really, to be honest with you, don't know any of these names. I'm just going to be looking out for those popular ones that we saw on the screen. Again, if you see anything I missed, definitely let me know. John Tudor, Terry Pendleton. And I do know a little bit about baseball. So if I see any names, like this card right here kind of stands out to me. I don't know if this one is valuable or not. 1987 St. Louis Cardinals. I'll put it to the side and look at it. So if I see any names that stand out to me, I'll definitely put them to the side. Jack Clark. Greg Matthews. Eric Shaw. There's one behind here. Benny Santiago. See, I remember this name. I'm just going to put those to the side for now, and then I'll look into them later. What is that? Brad? Nope. Phil Lombardi. Tommy John. Is that what the that surgery or the injury is named after? I know there's something like a Tommy John surgery or injury or something like that, right? I could be wrong, but that name kind of rings a bell. So nothing on that first stack there, at least from the list that we saw up there. These two, again, I'll just leave to the side, look into them later. We'll go ahead and grab another random stack here. There's 792 total cards. Stan Musial, this one's probably pretty cool. Turn Back the Clock. 25 years ago, card number 665. So I'm going to put that one to the side. These two are upside down. All right, so here's a Nolan Ryan. Looking at the list here, it does look like this is one that was on the list. So I'm going to go ahead and put this one to the side. You know what? Let me grab this. And I'll just start a little stack up here. So we got that one. A Nolan Ryan, Turn Back the Clock. Is that one on the list? Look at that. Back-to-back Nolan Ryans. This one's actually on the list as well. I'll go ahead and put that one back there as well. Again, they're only worth money if they're graded a PSA 10. Obviously, if they're worth $20 at a PSA 10, I'm not going to spend $25 to $40, whatever it costs, to grade them. But for now, I'm just going to keep them. I'll find out what I'm going to do with them later on. So that was pretty cool. I got two back-to-back Nolan Ryans. Oh, I thought that was another one. Bill Duran. No. Dave Lope. Was that Dave Lopes? Ken Caminiti. That one sounds familiar as well. Let me look through the list here. Yeah, there it is right there. The very first one that they named. I think that was number 25 on the list. So there is another one I'll put right there. Kevin Bass. Deion James. Ken Griffey. I don't remember if I saw this on the list. Ken Griffey. Let's look through here real quick. I know that Tom Glavine rookie card is a big one that we should be looking out for. Ken Griffey, I didn't see on that list, but I'm going to put it up here just so we can double check it. Braves leaders. Just in case there's any big names, I'll put that one to the side. Rafael Ramirez. Terry McGriff. I think we're looking for Fred McGriff, not Terry McGriff. That Barry Bonds will be cool to find too. Joel Skinner. Let me put these down. Charlie. Mike Maddox. Tony La Russa, manager. Put that one to the side. Again, those weren't on the list, but they are names that I recognize, so I will put those to the side. All right, so nothing on... Oh, obviously we did get something on that stack there, but let me put these to the side. And we will grab another little stack here. Let's go ahead and grab that. Put those down. All right. Johnny McNamara. Wade Boggs. I do remember seeing this one on the list. Let me see here. Where is it? There it is. The third one up there. So I think that was number 22 on the list. So we'll get that one up there. Jim Rice, Turn Back the Clock. Another Jim Rice. Dwight Evans. Roger Clemens. Is this the one that we're looking for? Yeah, there it is right there. There's another one. Get that one there. Todd Benzinger. Julio Franco. Why does that name sound familiar? Julio Franco. Dave Clark. Jay Bell. Eddie Williams. Scott Bales. Indian Leaders. Corey Snyder. Darryl Strawberry. I definitely remember that name. Put that one on that little pile. And that's it for that one. So let me put these to the side. All right, we're chipping away here. Let's grab the next one. We'll grab a pretty big pile here. All right. Danny Gladden, Mike Smithson, Tom Cali, Don Taylor. Sorry about that. I got a printer going in the background. You might hear that, but just ignore that noise. Randy Bush, Kirby Puckett. I definitely know that name. I don't know if it's on this list. Kirby Puckett. Let's see. Yeah, there it is right there. Kirby Puckett. There is another one. So we have a stack of about 9 or 10 so far that we have from that list. It'd be nice to find some of those error cards. Tom Foley, Bob Rogers, Pascual Paris, Wallace Jackson, Mike Fitzgerald. Let me try not to show these too much here. Casey Candell, what is that? Topps All-Star Rookies, Casey Candell. That name doesn't ring a bell. Andres Galarraga. That sounds familiar too. Let me put that to the side for now. Kevin Seitzer. Come on, let's find some of those good rookies that were on the list here. Jeff Muselman. Juan Beniquez. Cecil Fielder. I remember that name. Put that one to the side. There's the Fred McGriff. There it is right there. The fourth one on the top there. Fred McGriff. And Jim Clancy, Dave Steve, Rance Mullen. All right, so a couple there from the list. And let's move on here. I wonder if I should make this into a couple part series here, because there's a lot of cards in here. All right, let's speed through here. This one has a little bit of damage on there, stains or something. Good thing it's not one of the big cards. Blue Jay leaders. Mike Schmidt. This was one, right? Mike Schmidt. I think this was one. Yeah, there it is right there. Second row. So there's another one. And again, these do have quite a bend to them, but again, I would expect that with cards of this age and then being stored in that storage unit for at least 10 years. And who knows where they had. There's a Ryan Sandberg. That one was definitely on the list. There it is right there, the top row. Ryan Sandberg. There is a Tom Glavine right there. Now it said to look out for the rookie card. Let's see, rookie was, it looks like 84. According to this, I think 84, 80, I guess 87 was his rookie year. Most cards, like most of the modern cards, have something that says rookie on them. Now, I don't know if this is considered a rookie card, but I know this is definitely on the list. So we're going to put that to the side. You guys can let me know in the comments. Again, I'm new to the sports card niche here, and especially these vintage cards. Greg Maddux, I remember that name. I know little to nothing about these old vintage cards. I only know what I'm going off of on that video that I saw. Okay, here's that one, 87 record breakers. Where is it here? That variation card or the error card right there. So this one does not have the text. And if I remember correctly, the one with the text is the original one and this is the error one. It could be the other way around, but this is definitely one of them. So I'm going to put this up there for now. And then we have 87 record breakers. So we have a bunch of them here. Nolan Ryan, 87 record breakers. This one wasn't one of the error cards, but I believe it might have been. Yeah, right there. It's on the bottom row of that one. 87 record breakers, Nolan Ryan. There's another one. We'll go ahead and put that up there. Benny Santiago. And there's a Mark McGwire with a white triangle. So I'm thinking this was an error card. A lot of people were saying in that other video that I watched that this one's the original one, because if you look at it at the right angle, it looks like part of his shoe. And the other one that's missing this is the actual error card. But from what I understand, this one is an error card. So I'm going to keep this one to the side. So we're definitely making a nice little stack back there. That was it for that one that I pulled out. Let's go ahead and grab another stack here. And again, if this gets way too long, I might have to break it into a couple different parts. But let's keep it moving here. This one has a lot of damage right there. So we're just going to go ahead and throw that one to the side. Mike Witt. Let's find some of those other more valuable cards in here. Angels leaders. Gary Templeton. White Sox. Jose De Leon, Steve Lyons, Daryl Boston, Bobby Thigpen. Nothing notable in this stack so far. Nothing from that list, at least. Danny Martinez. Mark Davis. All right, so nothing going on in this one. I don't think there's one single one that we pulled out of that one. Let's go ahead and grab the next one here. We're making a little dent in there. All right, that one's a smaller stack, so we're going to get through this one pretty fast. All right, there we have a Bo Jackson. That one's definitely on the list. There it is at the very bottom. So we'll get that one up there. And it looks like they're upside down. Devin Wright, rookie card. Mike Marshall. Felt like something was stuck. Yeah, that Bo Jackson one was pretty cool. Alex Trevino, Tom Lasorda. Yeah, I definitely remember that name. Put that one to the side. Oral Hershiser. Not on the list, but I recognize the name. Dan Quisenberry. Never heard of that one. Frank White. No, Lonnie Smith. Danny Jackson. All right. So we got at least that Bo Jackson out of it. We'll go ahead and grab a bigger stack this time because we got that through that one pretty fast. Let me grab that big bunch there. All right, come on. Let's pull some of those. What were they? Let's look back over here again. These right here, the ones with the USA background or that Roberto Alomar will be pretty cool to get. So let's try to find one of those here coming up. Mark Grant. RJ Reynolds. They're upside down again. I don't know if they came like that or maybe the people did look through these already. Or maybe not, because you would think they would have took some of those cards out of here. Sam Horn. Greg Booker. Chili Davis. Chili Davis. I either remember that name or it was on the list. I'm not seeing it on the list, but we'll put it to the side for now because I do remember that name. Gerald Perry. All right, here. Oh, look at all these all-star cards coming up. So this is the Wade Boggs. This one is on the list. Second row right there, you can see the Wade Boggs. Dwight Gooden. Dave Winfield. Kirby Puckett. That one wasn't on the list. We're looking for the Don Mattingly in the same style. Kirby Puckett, I remember that name, so we'll put it here. Benny Santiago. Ozzie Smith. Tony Gwynn. Willie Randolph. Come on, where's the Don? Look at that guy. Where's the Don Mattingly? Let's find him in here. George Bell. Tim Wallach. Matt Noakes. Doesn't look like we're going to get it. Hopefully there's another stack with a bunch of those in there. There's another Matt Noakes, Mike Dunn. Okay, so here's that Future Stars Al Leader ones. Or Leiter, whatever his name is. From right here. So this is a second card. I don't know which one of these is an error card. But we are going to keep that one right up there for now. See, all of these are together, making me think either that's the way they came in the pack or someone already looked through them and sorted them out. But let's see here. There's another one of those back there. Roger Clemens. I didn't see that one on the list, but we're going to put him to the side. Eric Bell. Come on, we need a Don Mattingly card. Scott McGregor, Fernando Valenzuela. And Yankees leaders, Ken Williams, Alice Burks. All right, so we at least got that Al Leader, whatever, and the Wade Boggs. And then we are probably close to the halfway point. If I scoot all these down, you can see there we're close to the halfway point. We'll grab another big stack here. All right, let's go. Let's see. Oh, I saw another one of those all-star cards. Still looking for that Don Mattingly. Let's go here to the beginning. All right. Jim Sundberg, Lee Smith. All right, here we go. Some more of these all-stars. We got Jack Clark, Don. That one's upside down. It wasn't that one. Sean Raleigh, Juan Samuel. All right, we're looking for a New York hat. Not that one. There it is. Is that it? Don Mattingly. There it is. This is the one we're looking for. So we got the Wade Boggs right there. And then we got the Don Mattingly as well. So we got the two that we're looking for in that style. Andre Dawson. We're upside down again here. Now let's look for some of those USA insert ones. Or some nice rookie cards. Willie Frazier, Jerry Brown, Fred Lynn, Jim Wynn. What is back here? Dave Dravecki, Roger Craig. No, I'm thinking about the 49ers player, Roger Craig. That's why it sounded familiar. Matt Williams. This was actually part of the top 25 that you can see on the top row. So we will get that one up there. Willie McGee. This one I remember seeing. Was he on the list? Willie McGee. Let's see. Let me look at the other list here. No, maybe I just remember the name, because I'm not seeing that on the list. But Willie McGee we'll put to the side. There's Will Clark, Giants leaders. I'm a Giants fan, so I'll put that one to the side. Rafael Santana, John Mitchell, Bob Melvin. Was this the same Bob Melvin that was a manager for the A's now? Bob Melvin. Kevin Mitchell. All right. So a couple more cards that we were able to get so far. Let's grab another stack here. We'll grab a bigger one. We probably have 4 more stacks after this one, and we're completed through this whole set here. Still looking for some of those USA inserts or USA backgrounds. Team leader. Let's see here. Mookie Wilson. Jose Cruz. Billy Beane. Let's see. Pat Sheridan. Kirk Gibson. Johnny Chubb. Yeah, I'm going to have to put a lot of these into top loaders and see if I can straighten them out. Unless you have any other. Bob Gibson, turn back the clock. I'll go ahead and put that one to the side. The turn back the clocks that we're looking for is that Nolan Ryan that we already found. And I don't think there's any other ones. That Stan Musial was pretty cool, so I put that one to the side. But if you have any other ideas on how to straighten these out besides putting them in the top loader, definitely let me know. But that should do the trick as long as I do that. There's a Jose Canseco. I believe this one was on the list as well. Yeah, there it is right there. Very bottom row, Jose Canseco. So adding to our little stack back there. Steve Henderson. A's leaders. My wife's an A's fan, so I'll keep that one for her. Storm Davis. Stack's getting big over there. Mike Gallego. Dennis Eckersley. Why does that name sound familiar? Dennis Eckersley. I'll look into that one. I'm more of a football fan, or grew up watching football more than baseball. I still like baseball, but I know more about football than I do about baseball. So that's why some of these names. Cal Ripken. I still do want to pull that Barry Bonds card, and hopefully I can get that Mark McGwire rookie card as well. But we are going to, there's Billy Ripken, Dave Smith. That's not the name we're looking for here. Cal Ripken Sr., manager. I'll put that to the side. And Scott Sanderson. So nothing else going on there. We are almost through with the set here. A couple more big handfuls and we will be done. Maybe 2 more after this. Hoping for that Barry Bonds. What else haven't we got here? Tony Gwynn, George Brett. Maybe I passed that one by. I wasn't really looking for that name. I'll have to look through the stack after I'm done. These are upside down again. But so far, happy with the ones that we pulled from this set. At least from that list. Let's see here. Give us that Barry Bonds. Steve Shields. Ed Nunez, Jerry Reed. Yeah, that Mark McGwire rookie would be a nice one to pull. Ron Robinson. Charlie Puleo. Will Clark, that one's cool. I'm going to put that one to the side for myself. My brother was the reason I became a Giants fan is my brother was there's another Ricky Henderson. That one's on the list. I think we already had one of those. We'll put back there. My brother was a bat boy or a ball boy for the Giants, and Will Clark and Barry Bonds were actually part of that team the year he did it. He was in the dugout. He got to take pictures with them and all that. So that's what made me really become a Giants fan. We really started following the team after that. Tim Flannery. Ozzie Smith. Pete Rose. I'm going to put that one to the side. Mario Soto. Barry Larkin. Put that one to the side. And no Barry Bonds there. We are running low. We still need the Greg Maddux. Looking at the list here, the Dwight Gooden. We got the Kirby Puckett, Ryan Sandberg. So let's go ahead and grab the last couple stacks of these. We'll split it into 3. So there's this one. We'll keep these short, or keep these stacks small. Junior Ortiz. Andy Van Slyke. Oh, there's a Barry, just not the right one. We're looking for Barry Bonds, not Barry. Oh, look at that. Barry Bonds, there he is. So I'm going to put it back here for now. But I'm definitely going to put that one in my personal collection. So we are looking for Dwight Gooden. Looking at the list here, Fred McGriff. We're still looking for those USA inserts. And I think that's about it. I think we got all the rest of them. So those are the last few that we need from this list. And then obviously that one super rare card. I forgot which one it was. I'll look through the list here again. It was the Roberto Alomar. All those USA ones. And then that Don Mattingly with the New York AL title on the top. So that's the one we're looking for. We have a couple more chances to get it here. Dave Righetti. He was a manager for the Giants, right? Let me put that to the side. At least I think he was. Alan Ashby. Mike Fielder. All right, we are running down on our chances of getting the last more rare cards that we're looking for. We have 2 more stacks to go. So let me go ahead and grab. They fell over, so try not to look at those. These are the last 2 stacks. We have this one and one more to go. I was trying to read that guy's name at the same time. Claudell Washington. Tim Stoddard, Dan Pasqua, Steve Trout, Ron Bloomberg, turn back the clock. There's another Don Mattingly. We are looking for this one. I don't think we pulled this one yet. So that one's going on the side, or on the top up there. Chet Lemon, that's a name. Brewers. And if there's any cards in here that you're interested in, a lot of these I'm just putting to the side. I'm only really interested in these and maybe the personal ones that I'm putting over here. But if there's anything you see in here that you want, let me know. Because I'm probably just going to end up penny sleeving all these up and just putting them to the side. And who knows what I'll do with them later on. Scott Bankhead, Mike Scott, Gene Nelson, Domingo Ramos. There's a Tony Gwynn. Is that what we're looking for? Tony Gwynn. Yep, there it is right there. There's a Tony Gwynn on that second list next to the Tom Glavine. So we actually only have a few more that we need here. The Dwight Gooden, the Fred McGriff, and that Mark McGwire rookie will be really nice to pull. And we are down to our very last stack of these 1988 Topps baseball cards. Let me go ahead and turn these over. And this is a really small stack. Empty box. And come on, Mark McGwire rookie card. Joe Sambito, Chuck Grimm, Bruce Hurst. Yeah, there's only about 15 cards left. Sparky Anderson, Chris James, Jeff Robinson, Jose Uribe. I'm going to put that one to the side. Mike Andretti. Candy Maldonado. Come on, we only have about 7 cards left. Pete O'Brien. I'm feeling it get really thin in my hands here. Bobby Witt. Is he like the dad of Bobby Witt Jr.? I don't know. I'll have to look into that one. Uh-oh. Coming down to the last handful of cards here. Kurt Wilkerson. I think we have 3 cards left. Charlie. Ruben. And we're down to our very last card. Pirates. This is not the one we're looking for. This is Tim Leyland, manager. So there we go right there. These are the ones that we ended up getting from the list. We'll go ahead and quickly recap these. Obviously, you already saw them all, but we'll quickly recap the ones that we got here. So we got the Don Mattingly, Ricky Henderson, Cal Ripken, Jose Canseco, Matt Williams. We got this Don Mattingly, Mark McGwire, 87 record breakers. McGwire shatters a rookie record for Circuit Blast. So the former record of 38 was set by Wally Berger in 1930, and he got 49 home runs. So he shattered that one. Nolan Ryan, Murray Bout switch home runs in 2 straight games. What's behind this one? So this one I have to find out if this is the error card. Or if the other one with the text was. But there's a Tom Glavine. I don't think this was a rookie card. Or else it would have had that rookie stamp on the bottom. Mike Smith. Oh, we did get the Fred McGriff. I thought we didn't get it. We did get the Fred McGriff. Roger Clemens. Kirby Puckett. Ken Caminiti. We got this Wade Boggs. Turn back the clock. 1983 Nolan Ryan. There's the other Nolan Ryan. Wade Boggs. This one I have to find out which one was an error card. Has a little bit of a stain up there. The Bo Jackson. Tony Gwynn. Ryan Sandberg. Barry Bonds. I'm definitely keeping that one. And the Ken Griffey. So there was a few that we were missing on the top 25 list here. And then going to the second set here that we were looking through. We didn't get any of these except one of those Al Leiters. Again, I'm probably mispronouncing his name. And then, and then we got this one. We were looking for that Don Mattingly at the end there, but we didn't get that one. This is the list that we didn't get any from, which would have been really nice to get some of those, but we did not end up pulling any of those. So that's going to do it for this Topps baseball card 1988 official complete set, 792 cards. I mean, if you were counting while I was pulling them, let me know if there was 792 in there. I'll have to go back in there and count them as I put them back in. But that is going to do it for this video. This is my first time ever doing like an opening like this. So let me know if you want to see more videos like this. But that's going to do it. I appreciate you watching, and I will see you on the next video.